Hello student, myself Vinod Panara, and today we discuss some topic of transmission of motion and power chapter of BME subject, that is basic mechanical engineering. So first topic, power transmission elements. So drive is an intermediate mechanism which transfer motion and power from prime mover to machine or from one machine to another machine. So drive, it is a one mechanism, for example belt drive, chain drive, gear drive, that are used to transfer motion and power from one place to another place. So the main element which are common to all type of drive may be from the following. First, driving and driven shaft. What do you mean by driving shaft? It is rotated by some mechanism. And what is driven shaft? It is rotated by driving shaft. So there are two shafts, driving and driven shaft. Second one, connector, which include belt, chain, gear, rope, pulley, etc., which connect these two shafts, driving shaft and driven shaft. Then third one, supporting element, which contain axle, bearing, bracket, which support this mechanism. Then fourth one, holding device or element, that are coupling, pin, key, bolt, nut, etc. Now we discuss shaft, spindle and axle. So first one, shaft. Shaft means, for example, iron rod, that is simply a shaft. So shaft are machine member which support revolving part of machine such as pulley, gear, flywheel, etc. Then the shaft are usually cylindrical shape but may be square or cross shaped in section. There are basic two type of shaft which are generally used. First one, transmission shaft, and second one, machine shaft. There are mainly two type of shaft. Then axle. So axle support some rotating body such as hosting drum, a car wheel, etc. It is used for the transmission of bending movement only. Then spindle. A spindle is a short shaft that provide motion either to cutting tool or to a workpiece. So these are about shaft, spindle and axle. Now next one, that is belt drive, which is used to transmit motion from one shaft to another shaft with the help of belt and pulley. So belt drive normally used for transmit power from one shaft to another shaft. It consists of two pulley, and on that pulley belt is mounted. So belt is mounted on pulley, and this arrangement is used to transmit motion and power from one shaft to another shaft. Now the portion of belt which is having less tension is called slack side, and the portion of belt which having high tension is called tight side. So there are slack side and tight side. Now this is normally a belt mechanism in which there is a two pulley, and on two pulley belt is mounted. So two pulley and belt. Now we discuss types of belt drive. So first one, open belt drive. So in open belt drive, it is used to transmit power between two parallel shafts and rotating in same direction. So in open belt drive, two shafts rotating in same direction, and this belt drive is used to transmit motion and power from one shaft to another shaft. So this is diagram of open belt drive. In this diagram, there is a driving pulley or driver pulley. Both are same. Driving pulley or driver pulley, both are same, and one driven pulley. So in this diagram, there is a two pulley, driver pulley and driven pulley. And on this two pulley, there is a belt. And shaft, there are two shafts. One shaft that is inserted in driver pulley and second shaft that is inserted in driven pulley. Shaft means that is iron rod simply. Okay. So in open belt drive, these two shafts rotate in same direction. So like this. So this is about open belt drive. Now, second, cross belt drive. So in cross belt drive, it is used to transmit power between two parallel shafts which are rotating in opposite direction. If one shaft rotates in clockwise, another shaft rotates in anti-clockwise direction. So this is diagram of cross belt drive in which there is a driver pulley in which one shaft inserted and there is a driven pulley which is attached with second shaft. And on this two pulley, driver pulley and driven pulley, there is a belt. So if driver pulley rotate in clockwise direction, driven pulley rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Both are rotate in opposite direction. Then third one, quarter turn belt drive. Now it is used to transmit power between two shafts which are at right angle to each other and rotating in one definite direction. So this is diagram of quarter turn belt drive. In first diagram, there is a quarter turn belt drive, and in second diagram, there is a quarter turn belt drive with idler pulley. Now what is function of idler pulley? That we have to discuss later on. But here there is a two diagram. First without idler pulley and second with idler pulley. So in quarter turn belt drive, it is used to transmit motion and power between two shafts which are at right angle to each other. Okay. Now, fourth one, belt drive with idler pulley. So idler pulley help to increase the angle of contact of belt. So belt tension is increased and drive provide high velocity ratio. It means high amount of power that is transmitted from one shaft to another shaft. In this diagram, there is a driving pulley, driven pulley and one idler pulley. So in this diagram, there is a belt which are mounted on driving pulley and driven pulley and one idler pulley that is attached with belt so that it increase the angle of contact of belt to the pulley. So it provide high velocity ratio. So this is belt drive with idler pulley. Now fifth one, fast and loose belt drive. So it is used when driven shaft or machine shaft is to be started or stopped whenever desired without stopping driving shaft. So in this belt drive, driving shaft rotate continuously, but driven shaft start or stop whenever required. So this is diagram of fast and loose pulley drive. In this diagram, driving pulley that is made in single part and driven pulley that is made in two part. First loose pulley and second fast pulley. So when belt which are inserted on loose pulley, then driven shaft not rotate, and when belt inserted on fast pulley, then driven shaft rotate. So this belt drive is used in a particular application where driving pulley continuously rotate but driven pulley start or stop whenever required. Okay. Now 6.1 stepped or cone pulley drive. So it is used where different speed are required at driven shaft while driving shaft run at a constant speed. So this belt drive is used in which driving shaft rotate with same speed, but driven shaft, speed of driven shaft that we have to change as per the requirement. So this is diagram of step pulley drive. In this diagram, driving pulley and driven pulley that are made in part, so that we have to control speed of driven shaft. Now 7th one, that is compound belt drive. So it is used when there are large speed ratio is required and large center distance between driving shaft and driven shaft is available. So when there is a large center distance between driving shaft and driven shaft, then compound belt drive is used. This is diagram of compound belt drive. In this diagram, there is a driving pulley, driven pulley and intermediate pulley. Okay. So it is used when there is a large center distance between driving shaft and driven shaft. So one intermediate pulley that is required. Now how many intermediate pulley that we have to use? That is depend on center distance between driving shaft and driven shaft. We have to use multiple intermediate pulley also. So this is about types of belt drive. Now we discuss different type of belt. So there are basic 4 type of belt that are commonly used. First, flat belt. It is made with rectangular cross section and having standard width and thickness. It is used for the drive where large center distance between shaft. Then second, circular belt. The rope belt is made with circular cross section. It is mostly used in the factories and workshop where a greater amount of power is to be transmitted. Then third, V belt. It is made with trapezoidal cross section and it is run in V-shaped groove made on pulley. Now fourth one, that is timing belt. It is modification of flat belt. They are made from high quality rubber reinforced with the high tensile fabric code. Now we discuss velocity ratio of belt drive. So it is ratio of speed of driving pulley to the speed of driven pulley. So VR velocity ratio, that is N1 divided by N2, speed of driving pulley to the speed of driven pulley. Now assuming if there is a no relative slip between pulley and the belt, then pi d1 n1 is equal to pi d2 n2. Then pi cancel. So n1 divided by n2 is equal to d2 divided by d1. And velocity ratio from above step, it is equal to n1 divided by n2. It is equal to d2 divided by d1. So speed and diameter, that is inversely proportional. N1 by N2, D2 by D1. Now, if thickness of belt is considered, then above equation is VR is equal to velocity ratio is equal to N1 by N2 is equal to D2 plus T divided by D1 plus T. Now, we discuss slip in belt drive. So, if the difference between tension, that is T1 minus T2, T1 that is tension in tight side, T2 that is tension in slack side. So if this difference is greater than force of friction, then belt begins to slide over the surface of pulley. Belt slide from pulley. This sliding of belt which cause the relative motion between pulley and belt, it is called slip. So when belt slide from pulley, this process is called slip in the belt drive, which produce relative motion between pulley and belt. Now consider the effect of slip. The velocity ratio of belt drive N1 by N2, it is equal to D2 by D1 into 100 divided by 100 minus S. S means slip. Now creep in the belt drive. So the alternate extension and contraction of belt lead to increase in length of belt, resulting a relative motion between belt and pulley surface takes place. So this relative motion is called creep. Now we already discussed in belt drive there is a slack side and tight side. What do you mean by slack side? That is part of belt which has low tension. And what is tight side? That is part of belt which has high tension. So due to this low and high tension condition, so belt continuously expand and contract, and the result of this, there is a increase in length of belt. So due to this one, there is a relative motion produced between belt and pulley surface, and this relative motion is called creep. So now the creep in belt lead to a loss of power. Due to creep, there is a loss of power and reduction of velocity ratio. These are the two side effects of. So in this lecture we discuss which are the power transmission elements, then we discuss types of belt drive, then slip and creep in the belt drive. So thank you for today's lecture.